Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Blue Rescue Team. Why does a Chimecho hang out on Thunder Meadow? Well, regardless of that. Today we have some actual, continuation of the storyline or something to do here. So, we need to go up here, pick up our good friend Kudo, the War Turtle. And Yoru because he's holding Surf, but honestly I kinda want 3 party members anyway, so it all works out. Okay, let's see. I need to somehow get into my team's items. Oh, take Surf. Yeah, there we go. Now, can I use Surf from here, or do I have to go into a dungeon to teach it? Okay. That would have been really stupid if I had to do that. Yeah, screw it, I'm gonna get rid of Dive. I always have the HM if I need it, so. And I honestly don't plan to go back and recruit Kyogre anytime soon, because that would take a lot of grinding, way more than I'd ever be. Whoa, there's like no timer. Okay. Any more, what was I saying? Oh, yeesh. Okay, well, let's get rid of... Oh, select... Man, I am forgetting how to play this game suddenly. Okay, I want to keep Iron Thorns, and get rid of the Moonstone, get rid of the keys... Keep the keys... No, get rid of... I don't need them. I don't need them yet. But I will need them eventually. Did I remember to get rid of the plane suit? Don't know why I stored it instead of just ate it or something, but, you know. Alright, Gulpin can link moves. Don't know why I'm talking to you. I will take off my money. Oh, okay. Who? What are we talking about? Hey, it's a Spinda! And it just collapsed. Goodness gracious! Great balls of fire. Sorry. For some reason there are no better houses around to take this thing to, so we go to our own place. I wonder if Kudo would be with us if I didn't have him in my party. Why? Sort of. I love how Shino has seemingly forgotten how to talk suddenly. So, that thing is a Spinda. It's a normal type Pokemon that is hilariously useless. People put it in teams as a joke, honestly. So, it can learn weird gimmicky moves like Dizzy Punch and things like that. But honestly, its stats are garbage. And yeah, there's no real reason to have a Spinda on a team, unless you're just being silly. In which case, go for it. But, I mean, maybe it's just me, but I don't even like Spinda's design. Again, could just be me. Could just be because I lean more towards Pokemon of the Canis or, feline families, like foxes and dogs and cats and, you know, things like that. And this is a... what is it? A clear wing. Meaning? That's good to know. Wait, how did you travel without being able to walk in a straight line? It does? Does that look like a different color to anybody else? Because I don't think it looks different to me. A Mirage Pokemon. Since when was that known as the Mirage Pokemon? Okay. Ugh, I'm getting drunk just looking at him. I've never been drunk before. I had one shot of sake once, on my 21st birthday. Make that... well, I sort of had 2 shots, but We'll talk about that another time. Okay. But that was the clear wing. Yes, we should go talk to Zatu, who is at the Great Canyon. Are you serious? We have to go all the way back up there? Okay, well, before we do, let's actually go, store crap. Or, well, more like withdraw all of my money. Because that will bring me over 6,000. Yeah, 6054 exactly, actually. Well, 6054 is not exactly an exact number. Exactly. But anyway, let's get to Shallow Beach. Even though that will do us 0 good for anything we can find in the place thing that we're going to. The Great Canyon or whatever it was called. But it's nice to have. I like to have all of those areas, and I hopefully will by the end of this. And even if I don't, it's not like I'm gonna go on a tour and show them all off. That'd just be boring. Alright, so let's head on to the Great Canyon. Nothing to do here except just head straight to the top, because we've been here before, and thankfully this won't take too long because we are really strong for this area. I should turn off takedown, even though that's like your only attack move besides Sidewave. Oh shoot! I have your tactic as let's go together. Oh shoot! Come on! Jeez, Yoda. What's wrong with you, honestly? I also realize now I have 2 Pokemon that can go on water and stuff, and we can't. Yet. Because you guys voted for Vaporeon, sort of. Yoru told me he voted for Jolteon. But 2 people somewhere out there, you guys voted for Vaporeon. Even though my partner is a water Pokemon, and so once I evolve, we will probably never see Kudo again. Though I honestly don't know if there's anything to do after I evolve. But, well, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, right? Till then, there's a Dunsparce in my way, and it must be destroyed! Alright. Honestly, we are so powerful, I could probably change our tactics. No, you're already go after post. Well, okay, that's cool. Get the money. At least that'll help fund my operations, as it were. And we can also pick up this Rossberry. Don't know if I ever said what those do, but they, cure freezing, right? Which one cures fire and which one cures freezing? I always get them mixed up. This cures burn. Okay, so that doesn't cure freezing. In fact, now that I mention it, I don't think a berry that cures freezing exists. So, that's something to keep in mind. Anyway, this is the Doduo. He's a flying type. I've said all this already. I can recruit this Doduo. He has 2 heads, let's say double personality. However, one day it will be a Dodrio maybe, so he'll have 3 heads. How about, if only that ogre from Monty Python had a name. That would have been a perfect name. 3-headed bird creature. 3-headed bird creature. You got me on this one. Let's call him... screw it. This is something I usually call Doduos. So, we're gonna call him Kiwi. Okay, great. Now I have 2 fruit-based, I'm being like Yoru with fruit-based names suddenly. First we had banana, and now we have kiwi. But it's not for the same reason. I mean, there is a kiwi bird, and that's what I believe... Well, no, it's based on... Well, it can't be based on a dodo, because that's not at all what dodo birds look like. They look more like kiwi birds. Or whatever they're called. I think they're called kiwis because they look like kiwis. But, you know, they don't really, so why are they called kiwis? The types of questions I will just randomly ask. Surf is pretty powerful. in this game and in any other Pokemon game. Great special attack to have around, and pretty much one of the only really useful HM moves to have taught to anybody. Though most people prefer Hydro Pump, but I personally don't, because it can miss a lot, unless you're going to give them a wide lens. But then, why do that when they can have better items equipped? So, it just becomes a vicious circle after that. Oh, have we ever seen a Heracross before? Well, that's a Heracross. He's a bug fighting type. Very interesting mixture of types. But that also makes him 4 times weak to flying, so be careful of that if you have one. They are pretty strong and have a pretty decent attack stat if I remember correctly. But whether I am or not remembering correctly, it's not really that important. So let's continue onwards. Man, this LP is going to be pretty long. Longer than I anticipated because of all this extra stuff that I actually don't think I ever did when I had the game the first time. Then again, this stuff with like the Mirage Pokemon, as we're going to call them, I guess. I recall doing it, so I must have, or my memory is playing tricks on me again, which is very possible. I do remember in Star Ocean The Last Hope, as far as I've played up to now. That was as far as I ever got. Was this Cardionan ship. If anyone's played The Last Hope, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I've also been playing the international version, which allows you to play their Japanese voiceovers, because their English voiceovers make me want to just... ugh. The voice actors definitely could have done a better job. Let's just leave it at that. Ariados. They're pretty cool. I like Ariados. You know, I like both of the spider types of Pokemon and Pokemon. Spinarak and the new one from Unova, which is called Joltik / Galvantula. Ow! I hit my headphone while I was trying to... What was I trying to reach my head around for? But, yeah. It was pretty dumb of me. So, let's just not ask too many questions about that, shall we? There is a Heracross over there, and I could hit him with a quick attack, so we will. There we go. And Kiwi is now level 15. Yay! I never checked what kind of moves you use, Kiwi. So let's find out. You have Peck, Growl, Pursuit, and Fury Attack. Good enough for me. Except maybe Growl, but honestly, you've got nothing better to do. And I'm not going to turn you on to get go after foes, because you're not that strong. Especially compared to the rest of us. So... I believe Pokemon will be recruited at the level you defeated them at. I mean, like, that they were at, not that you were at. Otherwise, he'd be level 33. But... how do dojos evolve again? It's been so long since I've ever kept one that I can never remember. Whoa. That Ariados was going straight for him. Could have been mildly damaged or something. Though it was a bug type and he's a flying type. So I don't think there would have been too many problems with that. My nose is getting a little stuffed up. That's always fun times. Oh hey. This dungeon is kind of a bit longer than I remember. Whoa, that's a Houndoom. A bit longer than I remember. Alright, Kudo will take out that Tauros, no problem. Did he just use Bite or Rapid Spin? But he doesn't have Rapid Spin anymore. So it must have been Bite. But he went into his shell, so how can he Bite? Sometimes this game doesn't make any sense. Oh, I can't wait for X and Y though, with all the awesome Pokemon attack animations and fully animated. I've got to stop using the same words over and over. But the fully animated battles will just be, it's going to be amazing, to say the least. At least I hope so. Also, lots of debate about what the heck Sylveon is / will be, and Yoru did bring up a good point. Well, Yoru's friend that he relayed the information to me about. But it could be a gender-specific Pokemon. But if that's the case, they need to make Eevee's female ratio at least 25%. Hopefully half. Because as it is right now, 1 in 8 Eevees being female is a lot more annoying than you'd think it'd be. Because I usually hatch a whole box full of Eevees and never get a single female. I think I filled about 6 boxes getting the team I had. Kudo's fine. Kudo will be fine on his own. He can handle it. He didn't even run into anything. And now we're on the 11th floor. And now we're on the 12th. Darn it. Alright, well, Yoru can maybe kill them. Assuming he doesn't do anything stupid and dies. Kudo, if you would please take out that Tauros. You missed with Surf? How do you miss with Surf? Alright, well, Bite took him out. And I believe it's only 12 floors long. Or it's 13 floors and I'm stupid. It's 13 floors. Okay. That's fine. That's totally fine. Interesting that Dark-type moves on Dark-type do neutral damage. But then, that seems to be the way a lot of types work. Normal against normal, then again, normal is not super effective against anything. It can only be not very effective on things. But it can't be... No, never mind, I almost said a fib. It can be completely useless on certain types, or a certain type. The ghost type. I need an apple. There we go. Alright. Here's a TM for Giga Drain. Whoa. That's pretty awesome. Actually, I kind of want to go back for that special band. I have a plan. And it involves you, Yoru. Just, dang it, no, not Kiwi. Okay, okay, got it. We're going to give Kiwi the power band instead of the special band. So that way I can give the special band to Yoru. There, great. We're all happy? Let's go. What does Kudo have on? Does Kudo have anything on? Scope lens. Okay. Scope lens isn't the most terrible item, so I can live with that. Yeah, my brain not working too great at 2:38 in the morning. But ugh, man, I am falling asleep here. Alright. There's nothing in here. That's awesome. That is totally awesome. You can't believe how awesome that is. Okay, shut up. Anything up here? Ugh. These stairs have to be in this room, because it's the only room left. Or there are no stairs and I'm stuck. Okay. Hooray, we cleared the dungeon. But more importantly, we arrived at the Hill of the Ancients to talk to the very annoying to get to Xatu. Why, yes, we do. Ugh, I was hoping to show off a new dungeon today, but I don't think that's going to happen. The Mirage Pokemon. Well, we have storyline dump at the very least, so that's something. You know. Gee, thanks, Xatu. Zazu? Yeah. Okay. Eruptions of volcanoes, roar with thunder, and race with the north wind. Guess what Pokemon we're talking about? They're shadows of this Mirage Pokemon. No, they are part of the same region, never mind. I was about to say they weren't, and that would have just been weird, but it's not, so. A large island in the northwest. The Three Fields. And one of the Mirage Pokemon is there, the one that erupts volcanoes. So we must head to the Fiery Field. That is also where you can find Fire Stones if you wanted to evolve into a Flareon. Which would have been cool. You know, I could have lived with Flareon, but no! You guys had to choose Vaporeon. Well, technically it tied, and I left it up to a coin flip. But, you know. Not going to argue with you viewers, I left it in your hands, and that's what you've decided, so nothing I can do to change it. Well, I could just ignore it, but, you know. Also, there's the key. The keys are easily found in the desert region. And there are locked doors in the Solar Cave, which I can't remember running into. Azurill. Huh. I wonder if it's the same Azurill. You're probably wondering what Azurill I'm talking about. That's a very good question, because that Azurill's not in this game. Yeah, the Azurill and his brother, that's the second game, so we won't talk about that. But what will we find in the Fiery Field? What will it be like to actually explore a new dungeon for once? Find out next time on Let's Play. Oh, and also, what is the Mirage Pokemon and its shadows? Find out next time on Let's Play Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Blue Rescue Team. My ears hurt. Okay. Until then, later guys.